Hello, hello, hello. It is the LinkedIn Hotspot Show, and I am your host, Miss Nina B. Abdul Wakil. And listen, this show is all about dominating LinkedIn and the tools, the tips, the hacks that you need to know to be successful. So, as a LinkedIn coach, corporate leader, speaker, best-selling author, and more importantly than any of that, I am the mom of two amazing boys. I am here to help you come into the spotlight and use LinkedIn to grow your business, your speaking career, whatever you're trying to do, your career. LinkedIn is an awesome tool to help you do that. So get ready to take some notes, pull out your notepad, and let's start the learning. So tonight, I'm so excited to welcome a special guest on our show because so many of you have asked me, how do I get leads on LinkedIn? What am I missing? What's the process? I hear it's the ultimate business lead platform. How do I tap into that for my business? So, if you are interested in the answers to that question, I encourage you to stay tuned as I welcome our special guest. Now, before I do that, let me say, if you're joining me, say hello in the comments. Let me know that you're here. Say you are Team Live because you are here to receive the information firsthand. No replay for you. You are here to maximize it. I also want to take the opportunity to welcome all the new members in our community. This is a fun community. This is a learning community. This is a networking community. And we are always happy to see new people joining the tribe. So come on in, post and respond to the post in the group, ask questions, network, share what you do so that other people can see how they can partner with you, collaborate with you, or support you in what you're trying to achieve. So I'm excited tonight. So I'm going to cut to the chase and share a little bit about our special guest expert. Jay and I had met on these internet streets, as many of us, because hopefully we're not out in the real streets too much, with this situation. But in these internet streets, we met and we immediately had an opportunity to collaborate. He reached out to me to ask some questions about my challenge because, I love to do my challenges in my group. And we shared a little bit about what we do. And when the opportunity came, I said, hey, I would love to have you come and speak to my group. So let me share a little bit about Jay. Jay Jackson is the founder and CEO of Serve, Impact, and Prosper. He is a man of faith who loves spending time with his family, reading a good book, drinking craft beers, and working with people who want to put a dent in the universe through their existence. So you're not just here taking up space. He wants to work with people who want to make a difference. Jay takes his 20 years of leadership and organizational development experience to radically transform the trajectory of business owners and their companies. As an Air Force veteran, Jay has learned to master the art and science of consistently producing impactful results. And so I know many of us talk about how consistency is also one of our challenge points, right? Jay led operations in support of a $9 million sustainment acquisition, oversaw teams of 20 plus people, and identified organizational inefficiencies to save from 200,000 to $2.5 billion. So, Jay has been in the trenches understands business and has worked with teams and individuals to change the trajectory and provide results. Dre loves to travel, to speak, has authored 2 books, and teaches businesses how to operate with military precision to create more and more and experience more time and experience, lift off in their profits. So, time, experience, and lift off in their profits. That sounds like what we want to learn about. I'm excited to bring to the stage Mr. Jay Jackson. I'm going to bring him right on up. Come on in, Jay. Unmute yourself and say hello to the people.
Well, first and foremost, thank you, Miss Nina, for the opportunity to come on and share and add value to your community. As you said, when I first realized that you were doing some great things with challenges, I definitely reached out to you. You shared a lot of information with me, so I'm grateful for the opportunity to return the favor and share some information with your community. So, ladies and gentlemen out there, and who rock with the LinkedIn coach, Miss Nina B. I'm Jay Jackson, and it's a pleasure and it's an honor to be here tonight to be able to serve each and every last one of you.
So, welcome, Jay. And I see my people in the chat already saying hello. Give some love to Jay. And I'm going to actually step off the stage and let Jay share. And I've got my pencil and paper right here, too. So, I'm going to be taking notes as well. I'm always up for the learning. So, Jay, take it away.
All right, all right. So let's pull these here up on the screen. Okay, so what we're going to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you we're going to be in and out of here fairly quickly. I've got maybe about 20 slides that I want to show to you tonight. But I need you to put on your mental track shoes because we're gonna go through this really quickly. But I'm going through it quickly because I want to give you a chance to ask as many questions as you possibly can while we're on here tonight. But I'm going to share a little bit more about my story and how I got started in this space here in a second. But for tonight, we're going to talk about LinkedIn, one of the most powerful, and I actually believe it is the most powerful B2B platform for us as coaches, consultants, thought leaders, speakers, authors, trainers, etc. So tonight, we're going to talk about how to create your proven online marketing strategy so you can scale your business in 12 months or less without stress and overwhelm by using what my team and I have created known as the hands-free business system. All right, so there's a new way for you to do business. All right, so if you've struggled in the past to increase your sales, that is today. That means no more, no mas. All right, after tonight, all of your challenges will be over. All right, so if you're concerned about this not working for you, I promise you, you can do this. I'm not a techie guy. I didn't grow up taking apart TVs and trains and putting them all back together. I was more of the guy who was, running around in the streets, chasing girls and trying to play basketball. All right. So if I can do it, you can do it. I know some gurus want you to believe that you have to be a genius. My wife, my family, my friends, and even my team will tell you Jay is not a genius. Smart guy, but not a genius. All right. And I can promise you, as you all know, they don't teach you marketing and sales in school, not even in some business schools. How do I know? It's because my degree is in business. And none of the stuff that they taught me in business school is really relatable out here in what Miss Nina called these internet streets. So I'm going to show you what I have learned since I started this journey a few years ago. But most importantly, you want to change the world. You want to make an impact, and I want to show you how. All right, so this is for 2 types of business leaders. So if you're a new coach and consultant, you're going to learn new high-level strategies for business growth. If you are a growth stage coach or consultant, you're going to learn new innovative strategies to help you break free of busy work so you can scale your business and enjoy more profits without you having to do all of the work. And that's the biggest key, is making sure that you have systems in place. And I'm going to show you how to put proven systems together on the LinkedIn platform so you can attract quality leads, hundreds of quality leads into your pipeline, show you how to put your sales funnel together so that you can actually sell your high ticket coaching or consulting services on the LinkedIn platform. All right. The only way that you can do this is get to that six-figure mark in 12 months or less without stress is what we call the hands-free business system. And the only way to get that hands-free business system is through the Serve, Impact, and Prosper Inner Circle program, which is our Inner Circle Mastermind group. All right, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this slide. Miss Nina already told you guys a lot of the stats and the data around my career and my resume. But we've built a global coaching and consulting business with clients and team members that operate all over the globe. Since getting out of the military, I've acquired multiple businesses, even during the pandemic. You can definitely do a lot of this stuff. But I've been blessed to speak on a couple of stages at some well-known universities across the globe as well, teaching what I'm going to teach you tonight. All right, so this all started for me back in 2015. I got out of the military well before it was my goal, my dream, my plan. I did 15 years in the United States Air Force. I wanted to do 30 years, but as you know, with any major corporation, which is what our Air Force, our military, our country is as a corporation, they did a downsizing from the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and several of us had to find our next opportunity. So when I got out, I knew I had tons of education, training, and experience, tremendous amount of value to add to the marketplace, similar to you, right? Very passionate about serving people. Definitely believe that your services solve real world problems. Definitely have the education, training, and experience, but you just don't know how to properly position yourself as an authority. And by the time we finish here today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So when I first started, I did probably what a lot of you are doing. I depended on referrals. I posted in Facebook and LinkedIn groups. I posted 3 to 5 times per day on the different social media platforms. I attended workshops and conferences. I asked to speak on people's stages and got told no. I was rejected multiple times. So I'm pretty sure you've experienced that. I even purchased followers. All right. And I can tell you, I did all of those things and none of those things worked. All right. So if you're doing any of that, you can say, you know what, I definitely feel like I'm swimming upstream, so to speak, or going against the current or going against the grain. All of those items are going against the grain. I'm going to show you how you can do it. All right. So there's 3 secrets to growing your business. All right, I'm going to show you exactly how to do those tonight. So secret number 1 is how to attract your ideal leads 24/7, 365. Secret number 2 is how to turn strangers into paying clients without feeling slimy, salesy, or manipulative. And then secret number 3 is how to grow your business by building your A team, because that's what CEOs do. All right, regardless of the stage you're at, you can do everything that I'm going to show you. So again, whether you're new and just getting started, or if you're a seasoned business owner and entrepreneur, you can do all of this, what I'm talking about. So secret number 1, how to attract your ideal leads 24/7, 365. All right, so you need a proven content marketing system. All right, and I'm going to give you a visual of what that content marketing system looks like here in a second. So just bear with me as we go through the process of making sure you understand the full framework of this. So what you want to do is you want to create messaging to attract your ideal leads to your core offer, right? And so when you have to have an offer, so whether you are going after solopreneurs, whether you are going after small to medium-sized businesses, or even if you are going after higher education or enterprise type clients, you have to have an offer, and you have to have clarity around that offer, because your messaging that you post and content that you're sharing on the platform, and the messages that you're going to send to someone in their direct message or through your email marketing software, that clarity around your core offer is how you create that. Those are some of the things that we actually help our clients with as well. So you have to have clarity around that. What you want to do then is you want to create automation. I totally understand that automations can feel very impersonable. All right, I get it. But there are some unique things that you can do to show up as your authentic self and allow your personality to bleed through on some of the messages, whether it's videos or even emails, the automated messages that you send out, to allow it for you to build a connection, a bond, and a rapport with your target clients. All right. And then what you want to do is this proven content marketing system must keep a consistent and predictable flow of quality leads in your pipeline. And your messaging is the biggest determining factor for who you attract to you and who you repel. Okay. All right. So here's a breakdown of that content marketing system. All right. So I've been taught this by one of my coaches in the past, and this is a breakdown of what it should look like. All right. And so you can literally sit down in one day and it takes you 2 days. That's okay. But you can sit down in one day and develop a full 30-day content marketing strategy. All right. So and your emails can be repurposed for your social media posts. All right. And so what we recommend is ConvertKit for your email marketing. Again, you can choose whichever platform that you choose, but that's what we utilize and that's what we teach to our clients. And then for your social media scheduling, we utilize Hootsuite. All right. But the first 7 days is basically your indoctrination period where you're basically indoctrinating them, giving them your backstory and educating them on your mission, your vision, and your values. All right. Days number 8 through 13 is your soap opera sequence. This is where you're telling them stories, right? You're educating them and providing stories, little short parables, and you want to make sure you're utilizing either your stories or the stories of others for you to be able to educate your people. And there's a specific formula that you want to follow. I won't go into that full formula of the content strategy because we could probably be here for a little bit longer. But there's a formula of how you want to structure your emails and your social media posts to make sure that you are able to capture people's attention and then ultimately get them to take the action that you want them to take. All right, days 14 through 21, which is something Ms. Nina knows a whole lot about. You want to have some kind of challenge, right? Now, the challenge does not have to be super extravagant. It can be 3 days, it can be 4 days, it can be 5 days. But this is where you want to be able to add a tremendous amount of value. And yes, this can actually work for higher education or even enterprise type clients. All right. And then days number 22 through 30, this is where you want to make your offer. You want to offer whatever your premium offer is. Some people call it a high ticket offer. Some people call it, your big ticket offer. I like to call it a premium offer because, like you, I want to go after premium clients. All right. That should have come out, so I apologize for that. That should have not been there. But your stories and beliefs around marketing. All right. So you're probably thinking, hey, I'm not a marketer or I'm not a copywriter, so I don't know what to say. And I need you to reframe that. All right. You are a marketer. You are a copywriter. And you're getting better at marketing. You're getting better at copywriting. So start affirming to yourself, I am a great marketer. I am a great copywriter. All right. Because the more you tell yourself the story of I'm not a marketer, I'm not a copywriter, you're constantly going to have those mental blocks that keep you from writing good copy and showing up as your best self because you are a marketer. You might not necessarily, want to wear that title within your business, but you have to be a marketer. And as a CEO of your company, you have to understand marketing because whenever you're communicating with your ideal client, you have to be able to present yourself properly. You're probably thinking I'm not a millennial or a techie, so I don't know how to set up the tech. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little gray in my beard, so I'm not a millennial. And as I told you before, I'm not a techie, right? But if I can figure it out, you can figure this out. You might be thinking, hey, I need a certification to boost my credibility to get clients. You do not need a certification. I respect anyone who has gotten a certification. I respect the organizations, whether it's a John Maxwell or an ICF certification. I respect all of those organizations. But I'm saying to you, you don't need a certification to boost your credibility to get clients. Your current education, if you don't have a high school diploma, right? If you don't have a high school diploma, that's still okay because your real world, real life experience is what qualifies you. Your current education, training, and experience is what qualifies you to help people and help them experience a transformation. All right, so the undeniable truth is you can use our proven content marketing system to attract your ideal leads 24/7, 365, and the biggest key is your messaging. Now we're going to show you exactly how to get into that. All right, so how to turn strangers into paying clients without feeling slimy, salesy, or manipulative. That's secret number 2. You need what's called a proven sales funnel. All right, so I just showed you the organic content marketing strategy. This is where you're creating content. You're not utilizing anything other than your email list and your social media scheduler to add value to your followers on the LinkedIn platform, and then ultimately getting them into your email sequence so that you can add value through your emails. Now we're going to talk about how to actually put some automated lead generation together and put your sales funnel together so that you can ultimately get people on the call so that you can present your premium offer to them. All right, so you need a proven sales funnel. All right, as proven sales funnel is a step-by-step approach so you do not have to pressure or manipulate people. All right, I know you as a servant leader. You truly want to serve people. You truly want to help people. You feel like this is your purpose. You feel like you're serving a cause higher than and greater than yourself. So you don't want to pressure or manipulate people. You just literally want to show up, add value, and serve your clients. So I totally understand that. What you want to do is you want to add a tremendous amount of value up front for free so you can initiate reciprocity, right? So oftentimes when you deliver a tremendous amount of value, people then wonder, whoa, like if you're giving me that much value up front for free, then I wonder what it's going to be like once I make an investment and start to work with you. So, and I want you to also get in the mind frame of you can never give too much away. All right. Now, I'm not saying that you give all of your content or all of your knowledge and your expertise away for free. No way am I saying that. But I want you to start thinking, how can I give more? Right? Because when you give more, you make more. That is a proven fact, right? It's even, not trying to get into anybody's, spiritual practice or religious beliefs, but I do believe that give and it'll be given unto you. That's truly what I believe. All right. And you want to focus on the relationship, not the deal. So your ideal lead does not feel sold. Everyone loves to buy. Everyone loves to buy something. Even you love to buy, right? So you love to buy whether it's new food, it's new clothes. We all love to buy because we love the sensation that we receive whenever we say, hey, look, I really like that and it makes me feel good. So everybody loves to buy, but no one likes to be sold. All right. So if you focus on the relationship, not the deal, and what I mean by that is some of your phone calls or contact or touch points with someone, it might take you 5, it might take you 10. Like today, I actually had the third call. Probably the third call. We've maybe sent 5 or 6 different emails and maybe 10, social media or direct messages through inbox with a gentleman. And yet we still keep nurturing that relationship. And we're going to talk again this upcoming Friday. Each time he has questions, you want to make sure you're answering all of those questions so you can put any of their concerns, their fears, or their doubts to rest. So nurture the relationship. If you're only focusing on the deal, that's where you're thinking, hey, I got to cut bait with this person. And that's why you want to have what's known as a CRM software, a customer relationship management software that allows you to capture their information, capture their data. So their company name, their email address, their phone number. And then you want to be able to track. And this is one of the things like we show our clients how to put their CRM together so that you can track where someone is in your pipeline, right? Are they an initial contact or has the deal been won? And so I highly recommend if you are using a spreadsheet or something like that, get away from that, figure out a way to get yourself online so that you can have an actual tool that allows you to set reminders so that you don't have to mentally track when is the next time you're going to talk to someone. All right, so this can work on either platform, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, it doesn't matter. But I'm really only going to show you what we're talking about tonight on LinkedIn. All right, so what you want to do is you want to be able to drive traffic to your landing page and your inbox on the LinkedIn platform. Okay, so there are several AI tools out there, whether it's Sales Navigator, Meet Edgar, or there's a platform that I prefer to use, and this is what we utilize and recommend to our clients. It's a platform called Connected. That is KENNECTED, Connected. You can go to their site, connected.org. And that's a platform that we utilize. It's very simple. It's very user friendly. You literally would type in your search criteria into LinkedIn, the way that you would, search for anyone else. And then you would take the URL and paste that URL into the connected software. And you would basically your search criteria. So if you're looking for CEOs, if you're looking for COO, if you're looking for coach, if you're looking for consultant, depending on their role and their title within the organization, that's what you would type into LinkedIn. You would filter it down to location if you only want to operate geographically where you're in your hometown. You can filter it down to second and even third connections. And then you take that URL and paste it into the connected software. And then the software, depending on um, which which plan you have, would then go out and send out the connection request for you on your behalf. Here's the difference that I love about Connected that I prefer over other platforms is that the other platforms, regardless if someone responds to you or not, the automated messages continue to go out, and that's what takes away the human touch element of it. Whereas with Connected, if someone sends you a response, your automated sequence immediately cuts off. All right, but so your opt-in page, you have to look at your LinkedIn profile, which I love the work that Miss Nina does for helping you optimize your LinkedIn profile. You have to look at your LinkedIn profile as if it's a landing page. And so what you want to do is you want to, send out a connection request and ultimately send a message with that initial connection message. And then you want to get people to come and take a look at your profile so that people can see who you are, what you stand for, what your company is all about, what services that you offer. All right. Once you've gotten them to come in your profile and engage with you in your direct message, what you want to do then is you want to be able to get them scheduled on a call. Now, right now, I used to do a lot of this manually myself, but now I have an assistant, and I highly recommend. And depending on how many clients you want to get, right? If you want to get one or two calls a day, then you can manually still do a lot of this stuff yourself, and you can go back and forth on your schedule. I don't recommend that. I highly recommend that you get an assistant, and you can get a virtual assistant that works in another part of the world for pennies on the dollar to come in and handle your appointment scheduling. And like, for example, that we actually provide our clients like maybe 4 or 5 questions that the assistant can actually ask to make sure that they're a great fit before actually getting on the call. So they're not having a call with people who can't afford you or aren't a great fit. All right. Once they book a call with you, you want to make sure these are landing pages that they're basically visiting. So once they book a call with you, they fill out an application form, and then you want to send them to the next page, which is basically like your congratulations page, and you're congratulating them on booking a call with you. All right. The diamonds that you see, this is a little bit more advanced. You can do all of this, or you can get someone to help you do all of this. The diamonds are basically your Facebook pixel. All right. And the reason why I recommend installing your Facebook pixel on your landing pages, even though you're connecting with people on the LinkedIn side, is because you can run some retargeting ads. Because even though they're on LinkedIn, guess what? They still have an account on Facebook, Instagram, and you can even retarget people. And I'm sure you've probably seen it where you go to someone's ad or you get someone's lead magnet, and then suddenly they're showing up in articles that you're reading or an application that you're visiting on your phone. That's because they have their Facebook pixel installed on their landing pages and they're retargeting you. And here's the beautiful thing. You don't need a huge following and you don't need a huge budget. You can actually run your retargeting ads for $5 a day, and you can actually run some of your retargeting ads for as little as $1 per day. And I actually believe with the connected software, you can actually generate quality leads a lot cheaper than you can on the Facebook platform. Right. And so that's why I love LinkedIn, because the leads are a lot cheaper and you actually get to connect with people that you truly want to work with. All right. Next, once they book their call with you, notice I only have 4 emails there. There's literally only 4 emails in this hands-free business system. So once they book a call with you, they get the call confirmation. Inside of that call confirmation email, you can have a free gift, like another lead magnet of some sort. You can also put a link for them to go to a landing page that has a video, like your founder story, why you started your company. And then those next 3 emails all have links within them with some type of video training. And also, again, they all have your Facebook pixel on it, again, because you want people to touch each of those landing pages, because each time they touch your landing page, you want to capture their data so that you can retarget them at a later date. And that's how you are able to put your business on autopilot and still be able to touch and have those multiple touch points and create what's known as omnipresence before someone actually makes a decision to do business with you. Can actually, you can actually have an opportunity to touch them multiple times. So whether you're asleep, whether you're on vacation, while you're serving your clients or spending time, quality time with your family, which is, I think, I'm sure you all really love to do. Instead of doing all of this manual work, you want to have the automations in place, you want to have a system in place, and you want to have a team to support you on the back end. All right. So your stories and beliefs around sales. All right. You're probably thinking, hey, I have to be charismatic if I want to be a great sales professional. And I want to tell you, you don't have to be charismatic. It's not about charisma. It's about character, right? Do you show up on time? Do you deliver a tremendous amount of value? Do you deliver on the promises that you say that are within your value proposition? So if you promise, hey, I can help you experience this transformation, or I can help you get from here to there. That's what it's all about. It's about your character. It's not about your charisma. It's about how you treat people. It really frustrates me and disappoints me when I hear coaches or consultants in the marketplace who basically slander other people's name, call them names, and treat them certain ways. You don't want to do that. You want to show up with integrity, and you want to show up as a professional, and you want to show up with character. All right. You might be thinking, hey, the economy is down and people aren't buying right now. That's not true. People are buying. Remember, people don't want to be sold. They want to buy, but they don't want to be sold. So if you're thinking that, people aren't buying right now, I need you to change that story that you're saying to yourself, because the more you tell yourself that story, it becomes a belief. And then once it becomes a belief, it can either lift you to new heights or it can limit you. All right. You're probably thinking I'm not great at sales because I hate feeling slimy or sleazy. I totally understand. I'm here to say to you right now, you don't have to feel slimy or sleazy. Focus on serving. Focus on adding a tremendous amount of value. Focus on helping people overcome their problems and solving their pains. If you go into every experience with a potential client with the intention of serving and adding value, that's literally why our company is called what it is. I was born and raised in a church. So servant leadership is at the core of who I am. I joined the military. I was serving our country. And even now, when people say to me, thank you for your service, I tell them nothing has changed other than my uniform, because I understand that service to people, right? Service to many leads to greatness. And that's a spiritual text straight out of the Bible. So focus on serving people, and I promise you, everything will come back to you. All right, so the undeniable truth, you can use our proven sales funnel to turn strangers into paying clients without feeling slimy, salesy, or manipulative. All right, we're almost up out of here. So secret number 3, how to grow your business by building your A team. All right, this is the biggest key if you really want to scale your business and do it on the LinkedIn platform. On either platform, but most importantly on the LinkedIn platform, simply because when you show up on the LinkedIn platform, it's a different culture and it's a different mentality. And business owners or your clients, CEOs, C-suite executives, enterprise type clients, or even higher ed clients that you're going after, they expect for you to show up a certain way. And the only way you can show up as your best self, as the highest, greatest version of yourself, is if you have clarity of who you serve, who you are. You've got systems in place that allow you to operate efficiently so you can show up on time. And you've got a team so that you have the energy to be able to show up and do the things that you love to do, which is serve your clients at a really high level. All right, so build your A team. All right, you want to leverage the education, training, and experiences of others. All right, you want to get out of the weeds. You want to stop working in your business and start working on your business. All right. And the only way you can do that is through leveraging the education, training, and experience of others. All right. Building your team will help you save time and help you earn more money. All right. That's the only way, because when you're showing up as the CEO, that allows you to make some strategic decisions like joint ventures and collaboration, similar to this training that Miss Nina and I are doing. Right? It's 8 o'clock, but guess what? I'm still full of energy. I'm still ready to rock and roll, because I didn't have to, be in the weeds all day today, overexert myself and frustrated because I was trying to figure out everything alone. All right. So just to give you a quick breakdown. Like I said, our team is talented. I don't do a whole lot of anything. If they really allow me to be able to show up the way that I am today and just add value, serve our clients, and be able to do trainings like this for people. So I wouldn't be who I am today without our team. And you won't get to where you're trying to get to without a team to support you. All right. So your stories and beliefs. You're probably thinking, I don't need to hire people because I can do it myself. If that is your mentality, you are a bottleneck within your business. You are slowing down the growth of your business. You might be thinking, I can't afford to financially to hire new team members. I'm saying to you right now, you can't afford not to hire new team members. Okay, even if it's for a freelancer for specific projects. But most importantly, you want to ultimately get to a place to where you've got a virtual assistant or you've got some remote commission only sales professionals who can actually show up and actually take your sales calls for you. So that again, all you have to do is be the CEO, set the system, and set your KPIs and make sure you're monitoring your metrics and things of that nature. You might be thinking good people are hard to find or people aren't dependable. Good people can be found. It depends on where you're sourcing your talent from. It depends on how great your systems are. And it depends on your interview, hiring, onboarding, and training system that you have in place. And right. So when we're working with our clients and we're helping them put together their interview, hiring, onboarding, and training system, we're making sure that like their job advertisement is clear on specifically who you want to speak to. So this goes back to the messaging. So the same way with your messaging for your clients in terms of who you want to repel and who you want to attract, you want to do the same thing with new team members. You want to create messaging that says specifically who this is for, what skill sets you're looking for, so that you can attract your perfect team member to come into your organization. And then once you have those and SOPs around those systems, so that you don't have to repetitively train on the same thing over and over again. You want to have some video files, some audio files, some templates, and some checklists already built out so that when you bring those new team members on board during your onboarding process, you can get them trained and then you can take your hands off, right? Again, it's the hands-free business system. You've got automations and you've got a team in place, and it allows you to show up like a boss and the CEO that you truly, truly are. So, undeniable truth, you are the bottleneck preventing your business from growing, and you need to build your A team if you seriously want to grow. All right, so it's time for us to chat. So I want to know if you follow what I showed you in secret number one and used our proven content marketing system to attract your ideal clients 24/7, 365. Then you did what I showed you in secret number two and used our proven sales funnel to turn strangers into clients to increase your profits by 25 to 30%. Then you use what I showed you in secret number three to build your A team in less than 30 days. Do you believe you can be successful? All right. Or is this how you feel? Because I just fired a whole lot of information at you. All right. So that is a breakdown of how to get leads on the LinkedIn platform. It's super simple, super easy. I did my best to go through this as quickly as possible because I don't want to utilize a lot of your time on this particular evening. But if you want, Miss Nina, I am open to any questions. I can definitely see over anything that's over in the far right of the chat, or I can pop in on the Facebook inside the group and see what's going on there.
Wow, Jay, you definitely gave us a lot of great information. I appreciate it. It's time for Q&A. So I know we have people in the chat. Please drop your questions. And while they're doing that, because we know we got to deal with the internet lag, um, so we got Robin saying, will this remain online for today? Yes, this you can obviously watch the replay. It will be in the group. Thanks for being a member of the community. So Jay, I have a question. Just talking about for the newbie in the journey, right? And you're working on LinkedIn, and you haven't got all your automation set up and everything. So one of the things I think I heard when you were talking about your initial sales funnel, that you don't necessarily have to start out having it all in a system. You just have to have the flow that you may need to walk through manually until you can put it in a system or implement your CRM and things like that. Is that what I heard?
Right. Yes, ma'am. I mean, ultimately, I totally understand, being the newbie, right? So I haven't always been where I am right now. None of us at anything, whether it's tying your shoes, riding a bike, or driving a car, we were all new at something at some point. And we had to crawl, right, before we could walk or before we could run. So I totally get that. So to answer your question, yes, you can do a lot of it manually. But the ultimate focus and your vision should be, how can I get to the automations? How can I get to having a team in place? And the reason why that's the case is because you want to start with the end in mind. You want to start focusing on visualize yourself as CEO with systems and with a team. So you can do a lot of it manually in the very beginning, but you want to start focusing on, what will it take for me to put these systems in place and the automations in place and put a team
So, yes, I agree. I can relate to that because it was a point in time where I had to shift my mindset from a perspective of solopreneur to CEO so that I understood I need a team and I needed to have a repeatable system so that I can
together.
walk my potential leads through till they become my customers or clients. And so I needed to, there's always fine tuning, but you have to, automation makes things so much easier. And having a team is like, I shared with someone that it's like you got these fairies at work when you're sleeping because you've got people, and I like you, people who are trained and experienced in particular areas, so they know what they're doing. Their sweet spot. And so having an A team means having the right people in the right positions to drive the vision of your company.
Absolutely. So one thing I want to make sure that we kind of touch on, Miss Nina, and that is when it looks like a lot of moving parts, and I understand that it can create some overwhelm. So the first thing I want to say is forgive yourself, give yourself some grace with every mistake you're going to make, and you're going to have multiple iterations of your funnel, meaning you're going to make tweaks and adjustments multiple times until you get it fine tuned exactly the way that you want it. And that means, so for example, when I said that first email that people would receive whenever they book a call with you, and it's like your founder story video or any of the videos that you have throughout your follow up to reminders, some of those videos, I'll be fully transparent. I've probably shot a couple of them 8, 9, 10 times, and that's just because you learn something new each day, and you learn something throughout your journey and your process, and you want to go back and make sure that you're fine tuning your messaging, fine tuning, different things that allow you to show up as an authority. So if you're brand new and you're overwhelmed and you're thinking, oh God, this is a lot, be patient and be ready to just put in the work and make those tweaks. Put your head down for 90 days, right? Like, don't go anywhere, don't go shopping, don't go do anything with family and friends, and say, look, for 90 days, I'm going to put my head down and I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to tweak, 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 tweak until I get it where I want it. Because at the end of the 90 days, that's my milestone when I want my system to be fine tuned and working with precision.
So play the scenario. I hear what everyone is saying about getting leads. I get on and I post some things and it's crickets, and I'm not getting any leads. So why is that?
That's your copy. So it's what you're posting. So the biggest thing is, one, you're probably connected to people who aren't your ideal clients. So all your connections on the LinkedIn platform, you want to make sure that they're your ideal clients. And the connected platform is a perfect way to do that because it specifically allows you to connect with people who are your ideal clients. So that's first and foremost. Then once you have connections that are your ideal clients, the next thing is going to come down to your messaging. So what are you doing or what are you posting and talking about that is of interest to your ideal client? All right. And so I'll give you, I wasn't going to, go fully into it, but I'll share it. So what you want to follow is what's known as the AIDA formula. So that's Alpha, India, Delta, Alpha formula. All right. The first A, it stands for attention. The I stands for interest. The D stands for desire. And then the final A stands for action. And I'm going to break those down a little bit further for you so you can know exactly what you should do at each one of those stages. So for the first A, which is attention, you want to use a creative, whether this is a video or an image, that stops the scroll. All right. You want it to be bright. You want it to be vibrant. You want it to stand out. And I totally understand that LinkedIn is the professional platform, but you have to be your authentic self. You have to be comfortable with who you are and you have to just show up as who you are because although you might have a logo and you might have a mission, vision, and value statement, and you've got this corporate structure that you're operating from, which is where a lot of us operate from because we come from corporate America. But you are also a personal brand, and people want to be able to connect with you as a personal brand. So you get their attention in two ways. One is your creative, your image or your video. And the other way, you can utilize a headline. And so the way you can make your headline stand out is you can use a website called Yay Text, YAYTEXT, yaytext.com. And it allows you to type in some text and then copy it in a bold format. And then you can post it on your copy. And that allows that headline to be bold and stand out. So when people are scrolling through, if they see that bold text and they see a creative that stands out for them, you've now got their attention. And that's what you want to do. So sometimes you see people do videos with headlines at the top or headlines at the bottom of the video. That's what they're doing to get your attention. All right. So the next thing, the I, is interest. You want to get people interested in what you're talking about. And the best way to do that is through stories, short parables. All right. 4 sentences, 6 sentences, maybe 8 sentences. LinkedIn has a character limit, so you can only do posts up to 1,300 characters. So you want to be succinct. You want to be short. You want to keep it concise because as you know already, they say goldfish have an attention span of 8 seconds and ours is only 3 seconds. So you got to be able to get people's attention and get them interested in what you have to say very quick. So you do that through stories and stories throughout the time of history that we know of, 6,000 years we know of, have always been utilized for you to keep people's attention. So it's AIDA. I see someone in the chat put AIDS. It's AIDA. Attention, interest, desire, action. All right. So now that you've got their interest in what you're talking about, now you want to touch on their desires. All right. And what I mean by that is do not focus on features. No one cares about how smart you are. No one cares about how fast your process is. No one cares about how loud it is, how bright it is. The only thing people care about is what's in it for me. Like if you can promise me that you can help me get what I desire, right? So attention, interest, desire. And then the last A is the action. What action do you want them to take? Right? And so that's a call to action. There are 2 types of calls to action that you can utilize. You can use what's known as a transitional call to action. And so a transitional call to action is click this link to get my lead magnet, to get my 10-step checklist, to get my 5 ways to, redo your LinkedIn profile type lead magnet, to something bite-sized to help them get a quick win, not a long 50-page ebook. When was the last time you sat down and read a 50-page ebook? Guess what? Your clients aren't going to sit down and read a 50-page ebook. So something short and quick. That transitional call to action is to get them on your email address so that you can nurture that relationship because they're not ready yet. All right. Or you can use a direct call to action. And a direct call to action means book a call or buy my product, invest in my service. And so all of your content that you're publishing on the LinkedIn platform, follow that formula: attention, interest, desire, and action. All right. So make sure you're connecting with people who, and you can go through and manually connect with people if you don't want to go out and make the investment to get one of those softwares. Again, I highly recommend it. Save yourself some time, right? So save yourself some frustration. You're the CEO that you are. Utilize those softwares to be able to connect with your target client and just let it run. Like I literally have one running right now, and it's just running, 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 running. And tomorrow, my assistant will wake up and she'll have a couple of messages in the inbox. She'll chat with some people. She'll get them booked on the calendar, and then there you go. They're in the funnel and they're in the process.
Wow. Well, that was great, Jay. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody, give Jay some love. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, Jay. Um, in the chat, this was awesome. If you came in late and missed part of it, please take the time to watch the replay. It was great information. It is great and timely information because we need to be about growing our business. And this is an important part of it. If you don't have a sales funnel, then you don't have a path to grow your business. So, last thing, let me just add that Jay is welcoming you guys to come to his group, which is Serve, Impact, and Prosper Facebook group. And feel free to go over there and become a part of his community. I love to have communities connect. And, I think at the end of the day, just like Jay said, he's a servant leader. I am also, because I really want to see you guys be successful. And so bringing in experts and holding training modules and sharing tutorials, all of it is designed to provide you with the resources and the information you need to take it and run with it to grow your business. And one of the things as a CEO, I became aware of as I have grown my team is part of the feeling of not only, having a business, but the ability to actually hire and offer opportunities to other people is also a servant leader's role. So, as a CEO, having a company and running your company well so that you're in a position to hire people and offer them opportunities to support, their dreams and their life goals is a great thing. So, as you achieve, then you help others achieve. So, just remember that. So, Jay, any last words before we sign off?
Just believe in yourself. Believe that you have greatness within you. Believe that you can achieve whatever it is that you set out to achieve. Stay focused. Don't allow yourself to become distracted. Like I said, if you have to put your head down for 90 days and go all in on putting this together, literally commit yourself to it. Don't allow anyone, family, friends. I mean, I've had friends say, "Hey, man, you're too focused." I've had family members say, "Hey, I don't like who you're becoming." Okay, but my purpose, my vision, and my mission says that, hey, I'm not crazy, and I'm not too focused. I'm not focused enough. So stay committed and believe in yourself, and I promise you, you'll make progress and you'll get there.
Great. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jay. Um,
My pleasure. Thank you for the opportunity.
So, LinkedIn Hotspot family, I want to say thank you for showing up. I will be coming on live again next week. We're going to start having our show back on a weekly basis. I have some other of my super friends lined up to come and also share. But not only am I having people share information, but we're going to have some opportunities to just, buckle in and do some of the work and help each other make these things a reality. So stay tuned, stay active, stay engaged with the community. Tag a friend who is in the group that needs to hear this training, this expert speak, and I will see you guys in the group. Have a wonderful evening.